The next special session is scheduled to start tomorrow. Last month's 9-day special session was, well, frankly, a flop. No major legislation was adopted. That leaves everything on the table, including the divisive issue of police reform. The death of George Floyd has dramatically heightened tensions and passions in an already hypercharged partisan environment. Senator Jeff Hayden is the Assistant Senate Minority Leader, a member of the People of Color and Indigenous Caucus, and represents the district where George Floyd died. And Senator Hayden is kind enough to join us now. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Esme.
Let me ask you about your district. It's been a tough few months for everybody. No one has had it harder than the people of your district. What are you hoping to get out of this special session for them?
Well, the first thing I would hope that we would have is a comprehensive law enforcement bill, something that is transformational, something that will actually structurally change it. This issue started when Officer Derek Chauvin choked out and put his knee on George Floyd's throat for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. We must deal with that. I think if we do that, then we can start with the...
How close are you? Because you seemed at times to be close on some issues, but then there was just this chasm. I mean, you've had a few weeks to deal with this here.
Yeah, I mean, Representative Mariani, as you saw, is really doing a great job kind of leading it as the majority in the House, and we've been supportive of that. We just don't think that the GOP Senate has really taken him seriously, has really given him enough time. They've spent more time on talking about the aftermath of what happened to George Floyd as opposed to the issues that led to it.
All right, we can get into that in a bit, but let me ask you, you saw my colleague Mariel Mo's piece in White Bear Lake. Do you have the suburbs with you on this issue? The suburbs, which obviously are majority overwhelmingly white in Minnesota.
I absolutely think we do. You know, my folks live in the suburbs, the western suburbs, and I've done some work on some Zoom calls with them. The package that we're putting forward is common sense, it's smart, and it does the structural change. And they've been overwhelmingly with us on this issue. So I think that the Senate majority is reading this wrong if they don't want to do anything.
Okay. Because if you have the suburbs, you can win in November. I mean, you've got that. You can change the legislature, and that's something. I mean, how do you convince the Senate majority that you've got the white folks in the suburbs with you? And obviously there are many people of color in the suburbs as well, but how do you do that?
Well, I just think that they should do the right thing, and if they do the right thing, then what happens in November, people will follow. But if they somehow think that people in the suburbs do not want structural law enforcement change, then they're wrong.
Okay. One of the things you said this past week is that you will not support the jobs and bonding bill, $1 billion+ if you don't get this police reform. Nobody needs that jobs and bonding bill more than your district and some of the inner city districts that have been so damaged by these riots and also by COVID, disproportionately affecting them. What do you say? Is that really the way to go?
Well, I think so. You got to have some leverage, right? And in the minority, this is a part of the leverage, is to say that we want those jobs. We think that that's really important, but we don't want to go back to the way it was. We don't want to go back to the way it was when Derek Chauvin and his other cronies were choking us out, were shooting us, and all of the other things that you just saw in your piece. We must get this this change, this structural change. And one of the ways to do it is to really say, let's hold up the rest of the legislature. Let's hold up the bonding bill and others. Not that I don't want a bonding bill, I do, but we must get this law enforcement reform done.
There have been major cases in the past where people have looked at police reform and said, this is the time. Somehow, this does seem different to some people. Does it seem different to you? Is this the time?
Well, I hope so. I mean, since I've been a little boy, we've been dealing with this issue. So it's been the time since I've been 5 years old. However, I think the world, the country, right, has seen this, saw George Floyd get choked out, and that's why I think that this is the time. I think your folks in White Bear Lake that you just showed didn't realize it, and now they do. I realize it, my counterparts realize it, Senator Champion understood it, but I think that now more people cannot look away.
And this is one of the years where the entire 201 members of the Minnesota legislature are up for election. Do you think there will be a reckoning if we don't get police reform or don't get these other bills passed at the polls in November?
I think there'll be a backlash. I think we're hearing from people all over the state that they want to get this done. They are sickened and they don't like the idea that Minnesota is being looked upon as a state in which they don't treat people of color well.
All right. Well, Senator Jeff Hayden, the special session starts tomorrow, so we'll be seeing you and your colleagues.
I'll be ready to go. Good to see you.
Thank you so much, Senator, for coming in.